So you probably have seen these two models holding hand in hand, wearing these dresses that are intertwined with one another. And some may be asking, what designer is responsible for creating this? And well, this is Guarav Gupta. Because Guarav Gupta is not just a designer. No, he is an avant-garde artist in his own right as well. Similar in the way of Schiaparelli, but also more modern. And so let's get into the show that he presented for spring 2026, which is The Theory of Everything. So Guarav Gupta is a designer that began his house in 2006, and he specializes in avant-garde fashion. The one thing that is very true to him is that he's going to use multiple different sorts of techniques from multiple different places to create his garments. So he'll draw from the origami styles in Japan or some of the more traditional Indian styles that help to create a lot of those bold patterns and colors and textures. And so when we look at his designs that are featured in this particular collection and a lot of other collections, you clearly see that there is a very strong Asian influence that is present that helps to make and transform merely the clothes into walking works of art in their own right. And what's particularly interesting about this show is that this show is titled The Theory of Everything. So the first look in the show is what you see behind me, a model walking out obscured in darkness, and all you see is her illuminated form rising out of seemingly a bloom of some sort. And it's the most obscure thing, but it's so beautiful in its own way because it perfectly demonstrates the concept of what you see in nature. And that's what you'll see a lot of in a lot of the designs, is that you'll see nature reappearing as a theme. So this was the first look. And again, it wowed me and knocked me out of my chair. And as I said before, Guarav is going to borrow a little bit from nature. So what we see here is we see the moon and the stars translated to a dress form. And it's beautiful. You see that there is the suede that represents the darkness of the night sky, and the glittering forms on the dress which represent the stars. And then this disc behind her is the moon. So we clearly know what we're looking at here when we see this design. And it's very well done and very, very beautiful. So then here we see that there is a design that's very elegant and it's light, reminiscent of the clouds in the sky. And I think that that's exactly what Guarav was going for when he made this particular design. And then we also still see that, again, that very South and Southeast Asian influence inside of the clothing. Particularly, we see that this dress is a sari combination with a corset style dress with a very beautiful canary yellow. And this is beautiful in such a way that it's executed and it's made. And I love it. Now, in this particular look, we see that there is, again, that very strong South Asian influence. And if you look at the model's hands very closely, it's actually turned into the swan's bill, which is a hand gesture that's common in Indian dance. So, again, very beautiful. And Guarav Gupta, top tier.